That was about as good of a bye weekend as you could have for the Philadelphia Eagles.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, there was a lot of L's being taken. People talking about, I told you so. Football's a marathon, not a sprint.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, Hugh Douglas took some L's this weekend. The Lions took an L. The Packers took an L. There was L's everywhere. And Hugh Douglas, also some trades by Howie Roseman. We'll break them down in full, but Jair Alexander is going to be part of the fold now. Jalen Phillips, that one feels like an impactful one, part of the fold. So the Eagles got better this weekend. The top of the NFC did not get better. And then last night, Hugh Douglas, I'm watching Sunday Night Football, and the Seattle Seahawks, who are good, by the way, they go to Washington.
They boat race.
They go to D.C. They blow the doors off the Commanders. And then, unfortunately, at the end of the game, well, listen to what happened. Jaden Daniels got hurt in a significant way, and he's out. Here's what went down.
Dirty is coordinated. Good move by Daniels to get away from the first hit, but even better play by Drake Thomas to stay with the elusive Washington quarterback who's hurt. Jaden Daniels down and in some pain. So Daniels going down right away in this really injury-plagued, nothing going right season for Washington takes another awful turn. You know, it's like 7.5 minutes left. You're trying to go down the field here in the fourth quarter, get a drive, build some momentum. Why is the backup Mariota in the game is the question people default to and ask right away. It is run up inside by Chris Rodriguez for a Washington touchdown. And that makes it 38-13.
That's a fair question. I mean, honestly, we were in a conversation, but really, I was thinking about it too. And because you know him, you know he doesn't have that half speed, and he's going to take off and run. He was going to do everything he could to score that touchdown, and ultimately that's what got him hurt.
Well, it did get him hurt. Jaden Daniels, that was a pretty gruesome injury. And they were foreshadowing that on the broadcast. As you heard, they're like, why is he still in this football game? Jaden Daniels out, and he's going to be out for a long time. And Hugh Douglas, as we react to that, obviously it's you know, you never want to see anyone get hurt. And he's a very gifted player, but he's going to be gone for a while. He's had a very up and down season because of injuries. And Hugh, I look at the standings this morning. I know the Cowboys play tonight, but as I sit here this morning, the Philadelphia Eagles are 6-2. The Dallas Cowboys are 3-4-1. The Washington Commanders are 3-6 and playing Detroit this weekend without Jaden Daniels. They're headed for 3-7. The Giants are 2-7. I think their head coach may have cried at the podium yesterday. And Hugh Douglas, it is time for us to do something that we haven't done this early in a while. We got to raise a banner here, Hugh. This thing is over and done. The NFC East is a wrap. That is it. For the first time in 21 years, we're going to have a repeat NFC East winner. Hugh, you ready to celebrate today?
No.
What do you mean?
Because, listen.
Hugh, come on. They're minus 1,000 to win the division.
I mean, come on.
This thing is a wrap.
Yeah, y'all go. So I already know how this is going to go. So I'm going to try to soften this blow as much as I possibly
Soften
can.
what blow? The banner's being raised today.
I acknowledge and I understand where you're coming from. As I look at the division, you got the Giants, they're sitting at 2-7.
Done.
Look at the Washington, they're 3-6.
Done.
Dallas plays tonight. They're 3-4. They have a chance tonight, though.
3-4-1.
Yeah, 3-4-1. I'm sorry.
Forget the tie.
And they have a chance to get to 500 tonight. But like I said, Joe, there's 9 games left, and you want to keep your nose to the grindstone. The Green Bay Packers, which you're going to see this week, they lost a game that I'm pretty sure nobody thought they were going to lose. They lost that one. Detroit Lions lost.
Yep.
You know, and this division is still up. Like our division is still up for grabs for the most part. I know we had 2 games. We're 3 games ahead of the closest person to us, but you still have to remain. You have to remain focused. You got to maintain focus. 9 games. That's a lot of games.
It's done.
A lot can happen. If we were like 3 games left,
no.
I would then concede that.
I can't believe on a Monday after
9
a bye,
games.
Cowboy Douglas rolled in today.
See.
Where's your 10-gallon hat? This division is done, man. For the first time since you were suiting up, the Eagles are going to win the division. Anyone's going to win the division for the first time in back-to-back season.
It looks good, but you have to keep your nose to the grindstone.
Oh, this is cooked.
You know what I saw this weekend? Why people and I'm learning a new skill. I'm learning a new skill.
Are you?
Yes, I'm learning how to ignore people.
It's an important skill.
Yes, I'm learning how to ignore people because immediately after the Detroit Lions lost,
well, I'm sure you
people
heard something.
flood my timeline.
Well,
I see what I told you.
It was an L for you.
Okay, it was 1 week.
Yes.
In an NFL season.
Yep.
and they lost by what? 3 points, 2 points. It was a close game
to a division team.
Yeah. It was a close game.
Yeah.
And I said, okay, yeah, you're right. You got me this week. And just like the Green Bay Packers lost to a team that I'm pretty sure everybody thought they should have beat any given Sunday. That's a fact.
Well, it is a fact. Here's also a fact. The Eagles' division is over for this reason. They are the best team in this division. They got better this weekend. We'll break down the trades of, Jair Alexander and Jalen Phillips. Phillips being the one that could have the bigger impact here down the stretch of the season. But, Hugh, I'm looking at the division. The Commanders' season is over. I viewed them coming into the year, I think most people did, as the biggest threat.
Biggest opponent.
They're dead. If it's over, they're 3-6. They're not going to have Daniels for a significant period, whether that's the full season or, another 4 weeks or so. I don't even know if they're going to bring him back this year. They probably shouldn't, considering all the injuries he's had. So the Commanders are dead. The Giants were dead on arrival. The only one that has a pulse is obviously Dallas. We have beaten Dallas once. They have a tie, which in some ways could help them, but also can hurt them, depending on how many wins this thing is going to go down the stretch for. And I look at the division. There's only one team that's good on both sides of the football. That's the Philadelphia Eagles. They're going to win the division. That was cemented. This weekend cemented a couple things for me. One, the NFC race is going to be very tight for that one seed, between Detroit, Green Bay, whoever wins that division, the Rams, and the Seahawks, whoever wins that division, the Bucks, the Eagles. One of those teams is going to get the number one seed in the NFC, and they're also going to fight for the other playoff spots. But it also cemented to me, this is the first division in pro football that is over. I don't know when the Eagles will actually clinch the division, but in my mind, this thing is dead now. All right, here's what we're going to do today. We're going to celebrate. Cowboy Douglas wants to stay on the outside of the celebration. That's fine. But Kyle, I imagine Kyle's going to want to celebrate with. Let's do it. Let's raise a banner today for the first time.
You and Kyle are
in
childish.
21 years. I would think you'd be excited. The division is
I'm
over.
excited, but there's still a lot of football left.
Walk with us here.
Are you? Let's just say it out loud. Are you afraid of the Cowboys?
There's a lot of football left to be played.
Or he doubts the Eagles. It's one or both of those two things.
It has to be. Which one is it? You have some Eagle doubt? Or are you a Cowboy lover?
A lot of football left to be played,
Wow.
man.
Wow.
A lot of football left to be
Wow.
played.
All right, 215-592-9490 for your reaction to the weekend in the NFL. We'll get to some World Series stuff coming up. It was an enormous Game 7. Just one of the greatest Game 7s, one of the greatest baseball games I've ever watched. But let's start here. Are you ready to raise the banner with us that the NFC East is over? Kyle, what are you feeling as the Eagles have themselves a good weekend without playing the game?
You know where I stand on this. Let's start here. I'm vibrating on a higher frequency. I have vision, all that stuff.
Yep.
I tried to tell you guys this division was over before the season even started.
You did.
I never bought into the Commanders. The nail's in their coffin now. Not only are we however many games up, but you can pretty much look down the schedule and chalk up 3 wins for the Eagles when you got Raiders and the 2 Commanders games.
That puts us at 9 wins.
So we're 9-2.
We start there.
We're officially 9-2.
All right, so let's start there. We're at 9. We're at 9 wins.
Yep.
The Cowboys already have 4 losses and a tie.
Yep.
So the best they could do is get to 11, but they got to play the Chiefs. They have to play the Lions. They have to play the Eagles again.
Now, look,
that's it. They lose those 3 games. This division is literally over.
Exactly right. And now we have a little bit of a tough stretch coming up here.
Sure.
We will play the Cowboys. Now things might look. We might have to deal with a little bit of adversity if we drop 1 or 2 of those games and the Cowboys win their next 2. I think they have a couple easy ones before they play us. So look, I know it might get a little bit dicey, but we're not wavering. The division's over. It's been over. Mm-hmm. And the freaking Cowboys aren't going to take it from us. Come on, Hugh.
Yeah, if one team had the capability, it was the Commanders. If Daniels had the year he had last year, if their older guys had stayed healthy, obviously, that's a wrap now. The Commanders season is over. The Giants season never began. And the Cowboys, their defense stinks. That's not a team that's going to go and win 10 or 11 football games. 215-592-9494. Are you ready to raise the banner with us? The NFC East for the first time in 21 years since Hugh Douglas was playing. That's a long time ago.
Yes, it is, man.
Is
yes,
over.
It is.
We're going to win the division. Now it's as the trade deadline is tomorrow, Howie's already done a lot of stuff here. But now it's eye on the bigger prize, which is top seed and all that kind of stuff to position ourselves to get to Santa Clara.
Yeah, but I look at it like this, guys, and it's not so much I'm afraid of the teams in the division, even though we got the Dallas Cowboys. I'm looking at the schedule. We have them one more time.
Yes, in
down
Dallas,
there.
3 weeks from now.
But we have 4 games that directly could impact, like back to back to back to back, that could directly impact everything that we're hoping for. Now, granted, 2 of those games in there look like they could be Comedatans, but the other 2, the teams are coming off of losses. Like you talking about the Green Bay Packers, You're talking about the Detroit
Yeah,
Lions.
they're going to be hard games. Of course,
Dallas Cowboys and the Chicago Bears. Chicago Bears like to have life. I know I'm a little bit ahead of myself, but
they played
this
the
is a week.
Bengals.
This is a week-to-week thing.
Bengals defense is
putrid. This is why you make it hard for me to talk football with folks.
What do you mean?
Because
Ryan Clark and us right now.
no, I said
We're the ones
folks.
telling you that the NFC East is over.
I don't mind
It
talking
is.
with y'all, but I'm just saying when you're talking, we get ahead of ourselves a little bit. I like to be in the moment.
It's over.
And right now, we have – what did we say a week ago? I don't know if it was us, but we were talking about we don't know how we feel about the Green Bay Packers losing a game because they're going to come out motivated when we go
Which
there.
they are now.
Yeah,
I mean,
they're
that's obvious.
definitely motivated.
Yeah.
And then you talk about them and Detroit losing games.
Yeah.
Like that's a different scenario.
You know what? I'm so confident the division is over. The Eagles. I don't think this is going to happen. But the Eagles could drop the next two. They're still going to win the division. This is over. I mean, this division is cooked. This is cooked.
I don't want to do that.
No, I don't want to do it either. I'm just telling you that's how confident. November 3rd is when the Philadelphia Eagles won the 2025 NFC East. It ended.
Joe. I hear you.
I just
I got 9 games
Where
left,
is your hat? Where's your cowboy hat? Because I know you agree with me. The Giants are dead, right? They were dead on arrival. Okay, the Commanders are dead, right? So that only leaves one team. It leaves the Dallas Cowboys with one of the worst defenses in the whole sport. Come on.
This is the thing. I'm not worried about anybody in the division. I'm worried about the Eagles and potentially.
So there it is. There's the doubt. We unpacked it. We got it.
Need to call Dr. Carp?
Yeah, we got doubt. You have Eagles doubt.
I hate both of you guys on a Monday. I hate both of y'all. What do we do? Push the clocks forward or we move them back this weekend? We moved them back, right?
Fall back, spring
we
forward.
Yeah. And y'all getting on my nerves
You got an
already,
extra
man.
hour's
Relax.
sleep.
I don't care.
And you know what? I'm still frazzled. I still had a rough day.
Okay, maybe
left my coffee in the car. Forgot my wallet.
We have plenty of coffee.
Yeah, but not the
Forgot
coffee
your
that I
wallet?
made. Yeah, I left my
What do you need your
wallet?
wallet
Well, I left my key card.
Oh, how'd you get in? They helped you?
Skylar, she helped me out today. They helped me out.
This guy's knocking on the windows. Please let
on
me
the
in.
door.
215-592-9494. All right, a lot to unpack after a bye weekend for the Eagles. A lot of things broke their way in the NFC. And then, again, it's unfortunate. You never want to see anyone get hurt, especially one of the best players in the league. But Jaden Daniels out with a significant injury does impact the division. I mean, if the Commanders had won that game last night and Daniels had gotten through healthy, I wouldn't feel the same way this morning, but they're done. They are 3-6 without their quarterback. They're playing Detroit next week. The Commanders' season ended last night. The Giants' season was over before training camp started. And the Cowboys who play tonight, they'll probably win the game. They're favored by 3 points. I don't care. They're not good enough to win the NFC. I'm looking at the odds right now in the NFC and AFC. The Eagles are by far the biggest favorite to win their division. It's not even close. Buffalo, the favorite to win the AFC, is at -175 on FanDuel. Baltimore, despite a 3-5 record, -135 to win the AFC North. The Colts, -250 to win the AFC South. The Chiefs, +125 to win the AFC West. The Packers, +110 to win the NFC North. The Buccaneers, -475 to win the NFC South. The Rams, +125 to win the NFC West. You know what the Eagles are? The Eagles are -1,000.
Oh, no, they're in a good spot. No question.
They're in it. It's over.
Still got 9 games to play, though.
And what's going to happen in those 9 games?
No, I'm just saying anything can happen, Joe.
Well, how about this?
I don't want to recklessly speculate.
If the Eagles go 4-5, I still think they'd win the division.
Hold on. You don't want to recklessly speculate about the Eagles winning the division? I mean, everything else is on the table.
But wait a
for
minute.
you.
Aren't we trying to get the number 1 seed and all this
Right,
stuff?
but you have to win the
Yeah,
division.
that's step 2. The division's over. Now we can set our sights on the number 1
I hear
seed.
you, but I don't like to operate like that. We got 9 games left, and I just want to
So
keep
what's
the
your
main
record
thing.
prediction in
main
those
thing.
9 games?
I forgot what it was for the season, but I feel like I definitely had them winning more games than they were losing.
Yeah, I mean, if they
what I have them at 13-4, something like that.
let's do this. If the Eagles go 5-4 in their final 9, and I think we all think they could be better than that, right? They get to play the Commanders twice probably without their quarterback, and they stink anyway. They get to play the Raiders. They get to play the Bears at home, who apparently Hugh is a little bit afraid of the Bears now after they beat the Bengals. I mean, if we win 5 out of the last 9 games, they get to 11 wins. The Cowboys are not getting to 11 wins. Not with that defense.
I mean, I hear you. I still rather play it game to game. I'm week to week.
Yeah.
I'm
so
week to week.
you see all the evidence and you ignore.
No, I'm ignoring. I'm completely ignoring it because it's still got 9 games left.
Did I not say it clearly enough?
No, I'm saying we still got 9 games left, and anything can happen.
Are you ready to raise the banner with me and with Kyle? Obviously, Hugh's sitting out the banner raising here.
I'm sitting this one out, fellas.
that's all right.
You have to count, like the new edition say, you're going to have to count me out. You got to count me out.